Thanks for tuning in today. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I just thought I would film kind of a random little, not a vlog per se, but just a random little chatty video with you guys. I actually just got home from work not too long ago. My makeup is melting off my face. Look how greasy my eyelid looks. Look at that. It looks like butter. Ugh. Anyways, I did just get home from work. I am actually waiting about 15 minutes. I'm going to order some pizza for dinner. So we were originally going to have some breakfast for dinner. Again, I really wasn't in the mood for breakfast for dinner. And my husband must have heard my thoughts where he was which he was at work, obviously. But he must have heard my thoughts because he, like, literally, I just said, like, I'm not in the mood for breakfast for dinner today. And we've had it, like, so many times. I'm just not in the mood for it. And he wrote a message and was like, hey, let's get pizza for dinner. I was like, you must have read my mind. I'm telling you, 20 years we've been together, 20 years he's been reading my mind, I think. But yeah, so I'm just kind of waiting another 15 minutes because I don't want to order it too early and it come before he even gets home. So I am doing that. Also, you might notice, yeah, I have, so I have gotten carpal tunnel before in my left wrist. Typically, I actually almost always get carpal tunnel in my left wrist. But today, and I don't even know if it's carpal tunnel or if it's some kind of like tendonitis or something. But basically, I was inflating a patient's blood pressure cuff today at work. Sorry, I'm just looking outside because I'm like, what is going on outside? The maintenance people are out there doing something weird. I was inflating a patient's blood pressure cuff, and the patient had a pretty large arm, and I was, inflating this big cuff, and so you have to use the large adult cuff, which I was using, and I don't know if it was just the repetitive, like, pumping and having to, like, really, like, strain to, like, press the blood pressure cuff. Somehow, my wrist started hurting really bad right after that, and it was hurting pretty much the whole day, and it feels kind of like a numb, like a pulled feeling. So I almost feel like, I don't think it's necessarily carpal tunnel because it's not the exact same feeling that I kind of would typically get like down my arm, but it definitely feels like something, I pulled something, or, I don't know. I don't typically need to press that hard, but I had to really, really inflate the blood pressure cuff today. And so, yeah, hurt my wrist. Now I'm in a wrist thing. I don't have a brace for this arm. I have one for my left, but I did have this like ace bandage kind of like thing that you can wrap around, and it kind of helps like keep it stable. And this is actually feeling pretty good right now. I put it on, and I'm gonna probably leave it on the rest of the night and probably sleep in it and possibly even wear it to work tomorrow. And so hopefully that will help get rid of my wrist pain. Also, I thought I'd share with you guys that I kind of moved some of my plants around. So I did move some of my plants around. I used to have my little fiddle leaf fig thing here. I used to have that right over here, and I thought I would move it because, I don't know, it just looked like it wasn't really all that happy where it was. I don't know. I thought, let me try moving it and see if it likes it over there better, because this little area gets a little bit more sun longer than that other little side. And then the Monstera, it's just going crazy. It really, really needs to be repotted, like really badly. I'm almost to the point where I can barely water it because the roots are so like compacted and condensed inside. I don't even know if you guys can see it. But there's so many of these like roots that are like out, and they're just everywhere. Like there's one here. It's a really long one. I mean, so maybe you can see it better from here. But anyway, it's just, it's really hard to water it. And so I think I'm going to end up having to repot it sooner than I like. I kind of was waiting until the spring, but it really, really needs to be repotted. So I might have to do it anyways. And then the rest of them are actually looking pretty good. This one here that was really giving me a hard time, my peperomia, actually looks a lot better since I trimmed a lot of the stuff that was turning brown off, and now it actually looks pretty good. The leaves actually look really healthy. Some of them are even like kind of turning towards the sun, so it's something is right. So I'm gonna leave it where it is and just kind of let it do its thing, but it seems pretty happy at the moment, which is really good. So maybe it's finally enjoying life, which is very, very good. But yeah, so that is something. And then also my cactus, every single day, it looks like it's leaning more and more. It was leaning, but now it's like really leaning. It's like about to literally like fall over. So I think I'm going to have to repot it. And I guess if I'm going to repot that, I may as well repot this other one. And I was going to wait another month, but it's getting too bad. I can't even water it. So I'm going to have to repot it. But yeah, that's how the plants are doing. Also, as you may notice, our ceiling was finally fixed. So this is the spot where it was basically leaking and had basically fallen in down here on this little area. It had fallen down and there was a giant hole in the ceiling when it was leaking, and now it looks like it's all better. Honestly, it finally looks like maybe the leaking is finally over for now after they came and worked on it for like 2 days. It's finally better, so I'm really glad about that. I'm glad that you know, with just a little bit under a year of our lease left, we can enjoy the rest of the time without a leaking ceiling. So thank goodness for that. But yeah, I've been trying really hard to remain consistent with my YouTube channel, even though I gotta tell you guys, there are some days when I'm just so mentally drained by the time I get home from work, just from dealing with everything. I mean, if I just, like, I don't even want to go into detail because I don't want to be complaining about it. But the point is, very difficult to deal with kind of place. And yeah, that on a daily basis, like 5 days a week, stresses me the heck out. So some days I just really struggle with it, but I've been doing better. And I really think I have a lot of good new ideas. With the new year now, I feel like kind of a fresh start. I feel like maybe, you know, with a lot of positive changes that are hopefully going to be occurring this year for me, hopefully I can, you know, kind of get more in that like inspirational mode and actually be able to film and post and everything and be very consistent. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm feeling pretty good about it, honestly. But yeah, that's just kind of what's going on in my little neck of the world. I don't know if I ever showed you guys our little moons. They're actually moons. And we got them at IKEA, but I have them hanging here on the side of this kitchen counter. You just can't really see them because they kind of droop. And so they just look like a bunch of wedges. But it's still really nice. I like, you know, I like the little light here. It makes me kind of happy and everything. So, yeah, probably going to order our dinner here soon. So I think we're getting Domino's today, and I don't know what I really want. I don't really want a pizza, to be honest. I might get something else from Domino's, but I'm not really sure what I want. I'm gonna have to look on their website. And then tonight I'll actually be checking my eBay. So I've been selling a few things on eBay here and there. Nothing exciting, just like stuff we're not using. And I'm going to check on my eBay and see if I have any messages I need to answer. I know that I have one item that is in an auction and there's been some bids on it. So I'm probably just going to check up on that. And then I've been reading a new book now. I finished Big Swiss, and you know, honestly, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I thought it was going to be better than it was. It was just weird. It was like, and I like weird books, but this was pretty weird, and I can't say that I liked it, honestly. But now I'm reading a new book, so let me show you guys what I'm reading. So now I'm reading Mia Sheridan book, and I'm just like this much through, so I haven't really read that much of it just yet. But I'm reading this one, and it's Stinger, and actually pretty good. I really like it so far, and I know she has a lot of other really good books people rave about. Archer's Voice, I think Kylan, Travis, all those are pretty good. And then this one is one of the like lesser talked about ones, but it's actually really good so far, and I'm really actually enjoying it. I kind of like the writer's style. So if you're someone that does like books, you might really enjoy this one. It is a romance. It is a bit steamy. I haven't gotten to any steamy parts yet, unfortunately. I was, you know, it's like really like the anticipation is killing me. Like, come on, let's get to the steamy part. But it's going to get there. It's going to get there. But Mia Sheridan, Stinger, it's pretty good so far. So this one is my copy. I did buy it at Barnes & Noble's. Typically, I rent from the library, and I just bought some recently, some books, so sometimes I like to buy physical copies of books. So that is, that's what I'm reading right now. And then I'll just kind of randomly show you guys one last thing before I go order my food. And that is my little pile of books. So everything on this shelf, these books, not the ones in the back, but the ones in the front. And then this little stack right here are all books that I need to read. There are books that are on my to be read radar. And then I actually created this little jar with the names of the books. And my husband actually will be helping me pick out a little paper every time. And it's got the name of the next book I should read. And I thought that'd be kind of fun. A fun way to, you know, find my next read without me like looking at it and picking it, because sometimes I want to like go for a certain book, and I think this is kind of a fun way to you know, pick my next read. And he seems to enjoy it too. Like, he thinks it's kind of fun to pick one out. So that's just kind of what I'm up to. Honestly, I'm not doing much of anything. It is a Wednesday night, so not doing anything. The weather is like horrible. It has been gloomy, rainy, like this misting rain all day long. It's horrible, and I miss my son, but for now, I gotta deal with what I got. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed just kind of hanging out with me a little bit for a few minutes, and I am gonna go buy, order my Domino's pizza now. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know what you think about some of these things. Let me know if you're reading any good books, and if you have any suggestions for any good books to read. What's for dinner at your house tonight? And if you guys enjoy these like shorter kind of vlogs where I just kind of tell you guys about my day or my afternoon, let me know that you like them, because I will gladly do more of them. I think it's kind of fun, and it might be a really good way to just get like a fun, like kind of not so long vloggy video in. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.